Hello. Sorry for starting late. I got home and started working a little since I did leave so early today. And then I had dinner.
What the hell happened to me?
I was the only one who had dinner. My sisters had they went through almost 2 buckets of popcorn. I was like, dang, y'all two can sure put it away.
This is nuts. Let me show you.
2, yeah, the large bucket. Because it was the intermission. I was like, you want popcorn? And they were like, no. So I was like, okay, and I got a refill. I came back and I love popcorn, but the sodium, I peaked. They're still young. I called it nap time because that old man, Ace, he injected himself. He was like, I'll decide for you. And he went, me. I got, yes. Got free refills. This one.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go.
Oh, right. I stopped right before making a choice. Right? It got really late.
Like you even mean that?
You say something?
I was wondering, watching the play, what's everybody's 3 favorite things like to do?
No, nothing.
I felt wrong, but he had to agree. When we got there, say that. What's everyone's 3 favorite things to do? Yeah, it's funny because when you picked up my sister from school, we were like, "Oh, we're picking up dinner for Dad," and she was like, "All right." And then we stopped at the movies. Yeah, in general. And then we stopped at the movies, and she was like, "What are we doing here?" And I was like, "Oh, we came and watched the Demon Slayer movie," and she was like, "Oh, fine." And then we got the popcorn, got the drinks. We sat down, and that was a black screen until like 4:10 p.m. Then the credits, then the pre-roll ads started rolling, and then before the movie started, they started showing behind-the-scenes Hamilton videos of the whole history of Hamilton and how the play came to be, how it started. And by then, my sister was still clueless about us watching Hamilton. She still didn't know. And then it faded to black, and then the Hamilton logo showed up, and then Hamilton started playing, and she started crying. Because I guess she wasn't expecting. Very good. Oh. That was an idea. That's too big. Okay. I remembered that.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's true.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
I want door number 8. It's the same number as my bracelet number.
I have to think, and it probably depends on my mood. What about you? My 3 favorite things. I think one of them is playing games / streaming. Second one is probably spending time with my friends or loved ones. And third is seeing people smile or be happy. If I had to choose now.
Got it. You're 8. You're next, 7. Which one do you want?
Streaming, playing games to streaming, playing games on stream.
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
Oh.
What? What did you just say?
Old lady. Such a good boy. It sounds like you're trying to be Miss America. No. I don't know. I think I've always liked seeing people smile, or I think that's why I like giving gifts. her face distorted by rage. Lotus took a step towards 7. He threw up his hands and made a face like a child, caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
Hopefully most people feel that way, yeah. She shot him a glare that would have melted steel, then turned and stalked off.
Alright, who's next?
Tinta's gaze moved across the 3 people left. Finally, they stopped in Junpei.
Hey, which door do you want?
Did you know yesterday was official 999 day? Because it was September. So it was September 9th. And the number root of 2025 is 9. Because, was it 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. And then 2 plus 7 is 9. At last, Junpei's mind was already made up. Okay, this...
I want to go through door number 3.
Oop.
Nope, you can't.
Huh? Why?
Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
Why?
Bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5.
Oh, the series.
6,
Hey,
7,
Zero.
8.
Yeah, I've wanted to play this. This was like next on my list after I played Raincoat.
There
I
are 2
already had it bought and
combinations that
everything.
can go through door
Welcome
3
in,
with
Zero
3 people.
Glars.
3. That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I wanted to see what the Oh. Oh, there we go. Flow. The flow. That's weird. I wonder if they're already saying no to 3. I wonder if that was one of the options. But now they're telling me I can't get to door number 3. Unless I just decide to just still do it.
See. That means one team would get left behind.
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8.
No, they're fine. We've got 3 options.
So they began to explain.
Option A, have 3, 5, and 8 go through door 7, and 4, 6, 7 go through door 8. Option B, 4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Option C, 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8. Those are the only 3 options. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait.
That was when Junpei realized. Plan A divides into 2 teams. 3, 5, 8, 4, 6, 7. What is bro yapping about? I think it's if I choose door number 3, I think one team gets left behind or something. Plan B divides into 2 teams. 4, 5, 7, 3, 6, 8. Plan C divides into 2 teams. 3, 6, 7, 4, 5, 8.
That means
There was one thing they all had in
5
common.
and 6 can never be on the same team. If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't.
When they
go
start
into the
doing root
same
numbers,
one.
it's just... Jun and Junpei had been friends when they were kids. He trusted her more than anyone else on the ship. If he chose 7 or 8, he'd be taken away from her. Was that something he was prepared to do?
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You've got 2 choices, 7 or 8. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving 3 people behind to die. So what are you gonna do? 7 or 8? Time to choose.
Junpei thought hard. After thinking it over, his conclusion was... I don't think we're leaving them to die. Ace is still here. Ace... They're not counting on Ace. If Ace wakes back up, the other 4 are able to go through a door. Wait, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, buddy.
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts! You've got to be crazy! Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
I'm just...
Junpei paused. He swallowed the words he'd been about to
I'm
say.
just curious about door 3. That's all.
That doesn't explain shit!
I've got a reason.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me.
With that, he began walking toward the door. Curiosity likely getting the better of them, the others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself that wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually, they arrived at the number 3 door. Junpei stopped. He's like, yeah, I'm okay with killing you.
I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
What? Why?
Please, just do it.
He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his palm heavily on the scanner.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks.
And I still feel like they should be able to use number 9's bracelet.
The number 7 has been entered into the red.
I don't see why not.
Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Yep. I think
Junpei thought about his answer for a moment.
I might have found another way out.
What?
Really?
I thought you needed the hand though. I don't know what we need. I don't know if it's just the bracelet. I don't know if it needs a handprint or just the bracelet with a hand. That got them excited, just as Junpei had intended.
Please, June.
Oh, okay.
7 plus 6 equals 13, and 1 plus 3 equals 4. With those 2 numbers in the red, Junpei had what he wanted. He casually placed his own hand on the scanner, and the third asterisk blinked on. 4 plus 5 equals 9.
The only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your point?
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12?
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Yes, and what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover, once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice, so I'm waiting.
Junpei laid his hand almost casually over the, have died immediately if I ended I would have died immediately if I ended up here. I'd have died immediately if I ended up here. Okay. Yeah.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us! Then all that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit? Huh. I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Junpei glanced at June.
Jumpy?
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
Santa was furious. His face was red and flecks of spit flew from his lips as he spoke. Junpei closed his eyes calmly and then opened them again.
So, who's it going to be? Santa? Or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
Let's go, Clover. Huh?
Lotus leapt forward. She grabbed Clover by the sleeve and ran for Junpei and the door.
Fuck!
Caught by surprise, Santa froze for a moment, then shot forward like a bullet from a gun. Lotus had a head start, but Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Almost immediately, he passed Lotus and Clover.
No, wait!
Santa did not hesitate. I forgot that. Oh, yeah. He slammed his hand down on the red.
This is insane! This isn't right!
He glared at Junpei, his chest heaving.
Yeah, well, you may be right.
Junpei's voice was cold, but not without effort. He turned to the red and pulled the lever. With the sound of metal, the door opened. It would only remain so for 9 seconds. There was no time to think.
Go.
Junpei and his 3 reluctant companions jumped into the door's gaping mouth, one after another. No sooner did they enter than an all too familiar noise sounded from their left wrists. The detonators have activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Lotus and Clover on the other side of the closing door.
No.
They stood still, stopped where they had been when Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed. and they were gone.
You son of a bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair!
Santa rounded on Junpei, lightning crackling in his eyes and his knuckles white.
You realize what you just did? You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough!
It hadn't been Junpei that spoke, but
Gotta
Seven.
find the dead or none of this is gonna matter!
The clock was ticking. The dead was their only chance at survival. Unless they could find it and deactivate their detonators, the four of them would be...
We got less than a minute left! No time for screwing around! Get moving!
Damn it! You and I are not done yet, bastard!
They scattered and began to scour the room. The deactivation device was nowhere to be found.
Where the hell is it?
Corridors stretched out in three directions, but every one was blocked off by a wall of metal. There was only one way out. One other
Over
door.
there! It's gotta be behind the door!
Seven ran for the door, a rusty iron thing. His large hands grabbed hold of the handle and pulled.
Damn, it's pitch dark inside.
Can't see a thing!
Junpei stuck his head through the door and looked around the room.
Wait,
Almost immediately, he spotted the blinking red light on the right wall.
found it! The dead's right over here!
He stepped into the room.
Ugh. What? The floor's slippery!
He stopped and glanced down at his feet. What was...
What the hell are you doing?
There's something...
Get over there!
Junpei felt Seven's heavy hand against his back and stumbled across the room. The other three piled in behind him. They all felt immediately that something was wrong. Nothing that could be easily identified, only a sense that something terrible shared the room with them. But there was no time to say so.
Quick! Get to the dead!
They all started running. In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. All they could see was a tiny red light blinking at them over and over and over.
There it is!
In quick succession, they all slammed their hand against the scanner panel. You're cruel. I just wanted... I just felt it was weird with that they told me that I couldn't choose that option. I kind of wanted to see if I could. Seven leaned against the gulping air. As his breathing began to return to normal, he glanced at his left wrist and grunted.
It stopped.
I don't
stopped.
think that would kill them. They still have Ace there, and they still have, was it Snake? Missing? So I still think we'll see them. Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make it out the larger man's face.
I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this.
What the...
The sound of retching came from Santa's direction.
What the hell is this smell? This is vile. I'm gonna puke.
So desperate had they been in their race to the dead that no one noticed the horrible smell that pervaded the room. It was a terrible, nauseating stench like burnt and rotten meat. Adrenaline had drowned out, but now it rolled over Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose with every breath he took.
Oh, you're right. This is...
He felt his stomach clench and bile rise up in his throat.
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here.
The light that spilled in from the door barely illuminated a small switch plate next to the door. Slowly, with a toll of the last few minutes apparent in his gait, Seven walked toward it. He stopped as he got close and extended his fingers toward the switch.
Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
There was a soft click as the lights came on. Just as the lights turned on, June took in a short breath and... A scream echoes through the room. Junpei's breath stopped in his throat. His heart ceased to beat. Time froze. His mind scrambled to make sense of what he saw before him.
What?
Hey. Oh, this is...
What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn from the body sat in the blood like tiny islands in the great Red Sea. A vast jagged hole had been torn in the torso, and what remained of his intestines spilled of it like fresh spaghetti. Smaller chunks of meat had splattered against the wall and become stuck there as they dried. Globules of yellowish fat and left trails like tiny slugs as gravity pulled them down the wall even as he tried Okay, Stephen King.
Looks like an explosion.
Steven? Seven? Seven's voice was low and strained.
Just like the ninth man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god.
Steven.
The bone is coming out of his left arm.
Stephen King. I knew it sounded wrong.
It's definitely an open fracture.
Looked as though the explosion had been quite powerful. His legs were both bent in odd, unnatural ways, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in pieces.
The face is the worst.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
Half of his head was simply collapsed. The blood coated almost made it look like raw pizza dough covered in tomato sauce. His clothes too were covered in blood. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket with the yellow piping, and the gray slacks.
But the clothes are...
They were all familiar to Junpei.
Is that Snake?
Yeah. Santa's voice wavered as he spoke, his mouth dry.
Oh my god.
Finally, Junpei spoke.
Why did this happen?
We still don't know if it's Snake. That's the thumbnail. Suddenly, June was screaming, her voice broken. It was an eerie scream full of insanity and not entirely human. She shook her head violently and grabbed fistfuls of her own hair. Junpei couldn't hear the sound of her hair tearing.
Stop! Calm down.
He grabbed for her wrist. Maybe I shouldn't have chosen this door.
Hey!
But as he did, June leapt up and ran toward the exit.
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here!
She screamed at the door and her fist slammed against it with a hollow sound. Junpei could see drops of blood on her knuckles.
Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
She screamed again in a desperate, mindless cry. Her fists flailed against the door.
Get me out of here! Please! Please! Just let me out!
There's letters written in blood. He couldn't have done that. He must have died immediately. So, I don't know.
June.
Junpei couldn't watch anymore. He ran to June and wrapped his arm around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door.
Calm down.
No! Get off of me! Let me go!
Please, calm down.
She scrambled for a moment, her legs skittering across the floor, but her resistance didn't last long. As suddenly as her outburst had begun, it was over. Manic energy disappeared and her body went limp in Junpei's arms. June collapsed toward the floor and Junpei knelt down with her. He felt drops of something warm and wet. Gosh darn it, PlayStation. Was she crying? A moment later, she began to sob. Her shoulders shook and great hot tears rolled down her face like rain.
We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June. It's going to be okay, Connie.
Her name was a
I'll be
whisper.
here with you, okay?
She nodded once.
Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's heart. He stroked her hair gently. His face was so close to her. Stop. The scent of her hair was nostalgic.
Do you feel better?
Yes, but I'd like to stay here for a little while at least.
Bro, not the time. Read the room.
Jumpy's body is so warm.
June, not the time either. Several minutes passed before June's tears had dried. Junpei stood up. He bent down, put his arms under June, and helped her to her feet. They didn't speak. Neither did Seven or Santa. A person was dead. He had died in that room in a terrible way. Droopy knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. If that is Snake, how did Snake get into the room? He would have needed somebody, so maybe somebody pushed him in. You need at least 3 people's numbers to get into a room. Seven, 9 is 16. So no. It would need to. This digital root need to be 14. Lotus is 8. 8, 7. 8, 7 is 13. No. Nine, 7 would be. No, that's wrong. 9, 8. No, 7. Yeah, 7. 7, 8. No, wait, what am I doing? 7. Snake was 7. 7, 8. It would have been 15, and they would have needed 6. Who's 6? No, nobody. No, suppose nobody. We don't know if anybody's picked up 9's bracelet. Somebody could have. What's his face? What's his face? The guy with amnesia. He left something on the door so that it wouldn't lock. So only people that knew that were Snake, the guy, the amnesia guy, and us. Right. So if we account for that, 9, 7. 16. And we would need number 5. We would need number 5, which is us, to get the digital root of 3, which is 21. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So that can't be it, because you need 3 to get in the room. I'm assuming they opened the door and they pushed Snake in and killed him, is what I'm guessing. But to open said door, you need a digital root of 3, which, unless they pushed him in without using his bracelet, I don't know. Unless they could have, I don't know. But suppose he's a good fighter. We'll still find out. They spread out the search room, but each felt as if their heart was made of lead. I don't know, it's too much for me now.
We better get to it.
That's assuming we used Snake. We have all the numbers 1 through 8. How many of those combinations hit the digital root? Not the digital number of 3. Six, 7, 8. I don't know. Unless you can also use number 9 for number 6. But I don't know. Okay, so it's only the shower room. Interesting. Not the right button. Okay, can I... The divider between the stalls. On the other side of the wall. No, I don't want to think about that. Right, and I wonder if you can... Yeah, right. That as well. LR. Those letters written in blood. LLR. Do you think they might be some sort of dying message from Snake? Left, left, right? No, that's impossible. You saw the blood. You aren't doing anything after something like that happened to you. Yeah. Come on, Junpei. Then this... The way the blood's dried tells you it's real old. Whoever this blood is, it ain't Snake's. You're saying this blood was put here a long time ago? Yeah. Alright. A wooden box. There's something in here. Luminal. What the heck is this thing? Some kind of spray bottle? There's something written on it. Lumen can't read anything else. The label's all faded. Let me see that. Just grabbed it from him. That wasn't very nice. Oh, this is luminal. You know, forensics guys use it at crime scenes. Oh yeah, except for it glows blue when you spray it on the blood. Even if the blood's wiped off, it'll still glow. Interesting. Toilet paper. Toilet paper with some kind of red symbol on it. I think maybe that's Skytail Cipher? Skytail Cipher? What the heck is that? You grab a piece of paper on the stick and then write several sentences on it so that whole paper is filled up. Then you unwrap the paper and... No wait, what number is Snake? No, 7 is 7. Snake was 2. I think. 7, 8, 9... Pixel! How are you? How are you doing? Ready for the Nintendo Direct this Friday? That's how it works, more or less. The cipher, you gotta have a stick that's the same diameter as the original one. Same diameter as the original one, huh? Yeah. Then you just wrap the paper around that stick and you can read the code. Interesting. Yeah, I'm hyped for the Direct. It's an hour long. I won't get to watch it on release, but excited to watch it in the evening. Bucket. It's a tiny tin bucket. Hey Jumpy, do you remember back in elementary school when you spilled all of our paint across the whole classroom? They made you clean it up and all they gave you was a sponge in a bucket like this. Hey, come on now. Can't we just leave the past in the past? Oh, you made a bingo card this time for... I don't think... I'm bingo card? Chippy retrieved the broom, and as he grabbed it, he heard a soft voice from behind him. It was June.
Rabbit hutch.
Huh?
She turned around. June still looked sadly pale, but there was a smile on her face.
You just reminded me of it. The rabbit hutch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Jumpy and the broom.
What's in your bingo board, Pixel? What are it's top 5 things, top 3, top 5 things you want to see?
You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was.
Don't you remember?
Chimpy stared at the broom in his hand.
You don't remember that summer either?
She looked very sad. He shook his head.
Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It was terrible.
Oh, what happened? They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. He had no idea why until he looked behind her in the rabbit hutch. The first thing he saw was blood. The hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbits. Even after the teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You held my hand, and you looked very serious, and you said, "Don't cry. I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were gonna catch the killer together.
Zelda ports, Mario Galaxy 2 on Switch, 3D Mario announcement, Yoshi's Woolly World on Switch, and Mario Wonderland, Xenoblade 2 Switch. Okay. Alright, those are good options. I think the only one that would be on my list was the Xenoblade Switch 2 upgrades. Only thing we have that matched. June smiled and a little of flush of life returned to her cheeks.
Then we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I was either that or a Monolith Soft new IP.
Yeah, I remember.
If not sequel. The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided the murder would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. He would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch in dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. We're breaking the law. I'm also expecting something unexpected since that's how to hurt. Yeah, it's also an hour long. Rosemary, how was Resident Evil 4? Welcome to Nerders. My name is Natsu Vega. I play jrpgs. Currently going through the Nonary games, or 9 hours, 9 people, 9 doors. The first game of the trilogy. 99p. Yeah, I mean, I've owned this game for a bit. I wanted to finish Raincode, and we did. So now we're playing this game, which I'm pretty excited to get through, since I've only heard good things about it. I've been wanting to play. I think I've been thinking of buying it on Steam for years now, but ended up buying it on PlayStation. Yes, also, we're going to school Hurricane. I mostly play JRPGs. I'm going through smaller games just so that I can have time to play the new Legend of Heroes remake and Digimon soon. But currently going through Mario. I just beat Hollow Knight, but I also like to do the other endings. This is your first playthrough? Yes. I think almost everything I play is my first playthrough. Almost everything. I'm shocked you haven't played this yet. Yeah, I mean, yeah. What was it? My wife, Hannah, she mentioned if I wanted to play the Danganronpa game. I was like, I already watched somebody do a full playthrough of it years ago, so I was glad I didn't watch somebody play this. I'm pretty blind to this game. But yes, plans this week. I won't be streaming tomorrow unless my friends cancel. But I usually co-host in a friend's stream as we're going through Deltarune right now. And Friday, I'll be continuing playing Mario. I'll be once my wife arrives, I'll be reacting to the direct. Into the direct in the evening, and then once the direct is done, I'll start playing the new Digimon demo. Yeah, I think we're at the end of chapter 4 of Deltarune. I think we have a little left, but we're pretty close to the end, I think. How many endings have you gotten? 0. I just chose door number 3 after Santa went he injected himself with something. And they were like, you can't choose door number 3. You gotta choose 7 or 8. And I decided to stick to my guns and choose number 3. Well, we haven't hit an ending yet. Let me check. Yeah. So which I was afraid of, actually. So it looks like 7 and 8 hit. Interesting. Okay, well, over here. And Jun Zakane Kuroshiki's face. That night was something Junpei knew. Oh, Raiders, if you need a raid to run, please do. I know it's late. If you need a good drink, get ready for bed. If you want to continue chilling, I will still be here for a little while. That night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
It felt the same way, but it was good to hear her say
Although,
that.
you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
What do you mean?
She looked up at him confused.
Come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried because you were there with me.
June, not the moment. Junpei and June. I don't know what to say. She blushed furiously.
You know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the
I was
subject.
the only one who asked to do it at first.
They freaky, yeah.
Yeah, well, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know?
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were gonna make me do something else. You know how that school was. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't gonna tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
Junpei, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it is.
He nodded quickly, much too earnestly, and then quickly looked away at something very important.
Of course.
It hadn't been the reason, of course. Oh, he had asked to take care of the rabbit so that he could be near June. Junpei, just say that. But it had been so long ago he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he felt back then. It would be embarrassing. He took a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We've got to figure out a way out of this room. Otherwise...
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
June nodded curtly, then turned and walked
I should
away.
get back to it myself. Ah, that's right. The pool of blood.
If I wasn't still playing Atelier, I'd maybe take a break from Atelier and play this on Saturday nights. Because I'm kind of hooked. Droopy turned around and looked at the room at Snake's body. We don't know if it's Snake yet. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? What were we doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, maybe it was because we're in this mess.
Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find. Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before
I
him.
have to survive, no matter the cost. I need to make sure she gets out too.
I feel if that is Snake's body, I feel like Ace maybe killed him. He's too I don't know. As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think of was how much she wanted to live. Broom. What are you doing with the broom? How about that and that? What if I wrap the toilet paper around the broom? Oh, so you wrap the toilet paper around the broom, huh? Looks like the symbols line up perfectly. It says 634 plus. This digital root is 13-4. Okay. What's behind door number 2? Wait a minute. What was that? What do you think this is? Looks like tar. It's kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. That just pouring some water on is gonna help much either. What about hot water? Hot water? There's some really hot water, like boiling hot, then maybe that would wash it off. Okay, I gotta get hot water somehow. Nothing in the toilet. If there was, that would be gross. There might be something in the tank, you know. Let's open that up. Oh. Red key card. It's a red key card. Probably a key card. Do you remember if you saw a card reader anywhere around here? Nope. Oh, that sneeze made my left shoulder hurt. Ugh. Water tank for a toilet. I've seen a lot. Don't know when they will figure out. Everybody else thinks they're clever too. Huh? Classy. Thank you. I mean, I know a piece, but where's OC? Organized crime. What is that? Some kind of police slang? Huh? Probably. Huh? Why I say it? Why he looks all sad now? It's not really important right now, guys. I'll just check it out, alright? Well, he's not wasting any time. Screwdriver. A flathead. Screwdriver, can you unscrew things with this? Something we need to unscrew somewhere? Not that I've found yet. Okay. I already checked all 3 toilets, you know, nothing unusual there. Alright, let's see if anything happens when I turn you. Nope, nothing. Not even a drop. Is the pipe clogged? Let's see. Ooh, that's hot. Really hot. Man, that was hot. That water must just be boiling. Thank you, game. Let's get the bucket. Fill it with hot water. Hey, 7, could you turn on the shower? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head. Oh, okay, sure thing. Bucket filled with hot water. So is water. Try not to spill it, okay? It's heavy. Okay, okay. I'll carry it. Girl. Okay. Is this the tar toilet? No. Something that looks like tar inside the toilet bowl. If I flush the hot water from the bucket, that should clean it up. Okay. There's something. If I flush the hot water from the bucket, that should clean it. So I put it here. Alright, so I just pour the hot water into this tank and looks like you filled it. Now you should be able to flush it. There should probably be a handle somewhere in the tank that you can pull. You think so? Serious? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's flush the hot water. Well, there we go, just like that's how it should work. 185 equals. Stuff's washed off. Looks like that writing was numbers seen it. 185 equals. What is this? You got me. 185 equals 14, which is 5. This looks like numbers. Okay, I want to look at this. Oh. There's a piece of paper to this pipe with wire. No, during the drainage operation, please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. Oh. Interesting. What was the numbers here again? $185. So it'd be like nothing happens when I press these buttons. Looks like the power's on. I wonder what the deal is with those things that say lock up there. Oh, do I use the keycard? There are lights on, Jumpy. just have to get the red and blue lights to turn on. Oh, okay. Got it. I'm just gonna trust Santa. All right. Okay. Is there really nothing left? Oh, right. No, right. You still have the, I have this. Wait, you don't really think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you? Yeah, it does seem kind of weird to use it here. Maybe we should try it just in case. Okay. Yeah, left, 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 right. Left, right, left. Left, left, right. Left, right, left. I forgot what it was. Left, left, right. Is it left? Well, I did what it said on the wall. I wonder if it actually did anything. The stream's acting up. What the heck did you do? Just messed with the valves a little. Nothing big. Wait, what drain? Oh wait, here. I didn't see the drain at all. Jumpy, the cart is floating. Looks like the water floated the cart up out of the drain. Oh, that's the blue ID card. Can I not just pick? Oh wait, is it screwed? Oh. It's a blue key card. Is this the Venus? Mercury. Mercury, isn't it? There was an elevator right outside the big hospital room. I think the same symbol was on the card reader next to it. That's right. Guess that means we're not supposed to use this card in this room. Do you really think so? You don't think maybe we need it for this room and for the elevator? Great job, Junpei. Those lights are on now. Now we just need to put in the password. Not that. What do we need the screwdriver for then? I haven't had to use it. 185. Let me see if that's it. We should be able to enter the password now. What's with the E and C keys? A means enter and C means clear, I think. Once you put in the password, hit E. You screw it up, hit C. One, 8, 5. Wait a minute, no, wait a minute. 185. 185 equals 4. Oh, wait. What were the numbers again? $185. 13, 14. No, wait. Oh, wait. No. That's 5. Never mind. No, wait. 8 plus 5 is 13. 5 is 13, plus 1 is 14, that's 5. That's 5. Six, 3, 4, 5? But is it 5? I don't know. Oh, unless they're asking me to add. They're asking me to add this one. I was joking. Oh. Okay. Let's do it the other way around. It's 6, 3, 4. 6 plus 3 plus 4. That's 4. 13. That's 4. 4, 10, 13, 13, 4. 4. That's 4. I think I'm missing something though. 8, 5, 4? I'm missing something. Is it this? There's a thermometer on the wall.
Hey, Junpei, you know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit?
No, I can't say I ever thought about that.
At 100...
Oh wait, what was that? I want when the cells in the human body start to die and the organs begin to shut down, the proteins in your cells start to harden.
It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point.
Oh yeah?
But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107. Of course, there are other external things that could.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit.
Why are you laughing at that?
All right, I got it! Huh? What's up?
Nothing. Forget about it.
What was that all about?
Thermometer. Take the thermometer off. It says open at the bottom of the gauge. I wonder what it means. Maybe when it gets that hot, something will open? Do we put it in the hot water? If I can get this hot water and thermometer, maybe. Alright, thermometer, let's get this party started. Yep, looks like that's doing the trick. There goes the gauge. And now it's an open mark. Ah, it opens. What's this? Looks like there's a piece of paper in here. Oh. Okay. 957. That means you're supposed to add something to 957. That means you're supposed to add something to 957? But yeah, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. The problem is what to add. I'm so confused. Am I missing something? What am I trying to do? Why am I not getting? 185 equals. Unless it's 185 and whatever number needed to get. I don't know, man. I don't know. 634 957. All right, 957 plus. Oh wait. That's 634 plus 95 plus 9 is 16, 21. That numbers there is 21. Just need to make sure I'm correct. 9 plus 7 would be 16. Yeah, 21. 16. Yeah, 21. So it'd be 21. And then 6 plus 3 plus 4 would be 13. So the digital root would be 3 and that would be 4. And then let me write the digital root. The digital root here would be 3. And that would be 4. And what is... Then 185, which you said was 5. This isn't what Snake would have won. Hey, Die! I'm just trying to get it. Just trying to get it. Oh, what are you trying to get? I'm trying to get the code. Right here, and I need 4 digits, but I only have 4 pieces of number. I'm not sure if I'm missing. Is this a toilet? This is a toilet. Unless I gotta turn off the light. No, let's get turned back on. I only have 3 things with numbers and no order. I'm assuming the difference here is the 2 pluses and the equals. But why would that equal? I actually don't remember this puzzle at all. That's okay. I don't know. I have this written down. Oh, it looked neater when I had it horizontally, but those are the 957 plus 634 plus. Do they want me to add it? And the digital root would be 3 and 4. Do I add the digital root? Do I add those and that's 7? Would it be 8157? One, 8, 5, 7. The digital roots. The thing is, if I could, but that would just be 4 numbers is the thing. You said 8 and 5, but there's a difference? I don't know. Did I say 185? Did I? I got kidding, my ads going. Oh, you're good. You're good. You good? Oh wait, no wait. I think I got it. I have to add all the numbers. Okay. So let's add everything inside first. Let me add everything that's. So 7 plus 4 plus 5. 7 plus 4 would be 11, which would be 16. That would be 16. I wrote that wrong. 16. And then 50 plus 30 plus 80. That would be 50 plus 30 plus 80. 80. So it would be 160. That would be 160. And then 900 plus 600, that'd be 1500, 1700, which would be 1700. And with that simplified, that would be 1860. I think. Would it be? Yeah, 18. Unless I mathed wrong. No, did I math wrong? I think I mathed wrong. There is a calculator. $900, $600, $1,500. Oh no, that was 1600. That was 1600. So I was off. No, that was 1600. So it's 1776. 1776. Yeah, I was dumb. I was not looking at it correctly. I was thinking equals was that. I got it. I think I got it. So yes, it's 1776. Yeah. That's how I added it. Oh wait, no. Separated the single digits and added those. Then I separated the double digits, which were just with zeros. Then I added the 3 digits, and then I added the 3 numbers together again at the end, which I think made it a lot easier to add. If that makes sense. There we go. Yeah, that was it. I'm just dumb. Oh, brother, not again. What? I spent way too long in this puzzle. You found it.
There's a large iron door at the end.
I don't think that's something you saw. I spent way too long figuring out what the 3 numbers. I thought I needed to get another slip to get 4 digital roots. But then I was thinking, what would be the order? And I was like, I already found everything. I already used everything. But yes, the 2 pluses and the equals, I was reading. Yeah. If I would have just put them next to each other, 6, 3, 4. Yeah, I would have. Yeah. But yes, I chose door number 3, and they were like, and Snake was like, you can't choose that. No, it's not Snake. Santa was like, you can't choose that door. You'll kill 2 people if you choose that door. And then I was like, I'll do number 3 still, because I want to be with June.
Let's take a look. Huh? What are you doing, 7?
Well, I figure maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting.
Oh, he did the same thing.
All right, let's go.
Did it again. I think all endings are valid.
Jumpy, look.
Okay,
What's up?
interesting.
What's that on the wall there?
Also, I just like 7.
Oh, I think it's
Well, I like 7.
a map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then. We'll have time to study it later. Let's keep going for now.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
Everyone got through. Everyone seems to be doing okay with Junpei sacrificing 2 people. Like, they were mad at first, but now everyone's like, we gotta figure this out. And then Junpei and June are like, oh my god, you remember about the rabbits?
What
Do you
the-
remember when you were little? I kind of had a crush on you,
You're shitting me.
but I'm not gonna tell you because that would be embarrassing.
We're back.
To leave Lotus alone when it was her idea. Yeah, yeah.
Clover! Lotus! And Ace! I'm glad you're all okay.
Oh, we all just, huh?
Lotus, what are you?
How could you do this to us?
She didn't slap June, didn't she?
Knock it off. We got bigger shit to worry about right now.
What?
Go have a look. I stuck the screwdriver in the door. That door over there, the one without a number. As long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut.
So, so does 3 U-turn back into this room?
There's a shower room past there. I stuck a broom at the door there too.
That's why I don't recommend
Take a
ADV.
look.
What's ADV? Oh, am I in ADV right now? Oh, I don't know when I switched.
Then you're saying
I must
we
have
can
clicked
go
it by
in there
accident.
without passing through the numbered door?
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
She grabbed Junpei by the collar and shook him violently. Clover didn't touch him, but the hate in her eyes was no less potent. How could she? Her face was furious. Oh, that skipped a lot. And she just Lotus drew back her hand and slapped him open palm across the face.
Wait, what the hell is in there?
You'll know when you see it.
Yeah,
Fine.
that's
let's go.
crazy. Lotus and Clover looked at one another for a moment, then nodded and stepped through the door. By then, Ace, I'm pretty sure I was in novel screen at the beginning of the stream. I don't. I'll just have to remember. But then Ace made his way to them, moving with the stiff, shuffling steps of someone who had only just awoken from a lengthy slumber.
My goodness.
my goodness.
I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
He looks. Ace shook his head
Should
weakly.
I go as well?
Yeah.
They're usually like a sound or I think. Yeah, I must have clicked it by accident when I was learning. I don't know.
Very well.
'Cause I know you have to click R1 to go to the right or left on the screens, and maybe I did it accidentally. Ace followed Lotus and Clover with a stiff, tired gait. So we're back to 7 and 8, either way. But now we know that Snake is dead, supposedly. The squeal of tortured metal made Junpei's teeth curl. It sounded like the noise a ghost would make. No matter how many times he heard it, he never got used to it. Every time it put him on edge. It didn't help that there was a girl nearby who looked far more like a ghost than a living human should. It was Clover. She sat on the edge of the bed, her head drooping listlessly onto her chest. Her eyes were blank and stared across the room at nothing. Her breathing was slow and mechanical. Aside from the rise and fall of her chest, she didn't move. Junpei felt as if a nudge might cause her to shatter into 1,000 pieces.
Snake was probably murdered.
Honestly, I can't imagine doing this for a long stream, reading this much. Even though I
Chances are he was
did it
killed
for
the
Legend of
same way the
Heroes.
Ninth Man was.
Or maybe I could. I would just need a lot of water. Seven lowered his voice slightly in an effort to keep Clover from hearing what he had to say. Yeah, I was thinking that Snake was murdered, and then I was thinking of all the possible options of getting door number 3 open. But I think one of the options was my bracelet, which didn't make any sense because I don't think it would have been Junpei. But I think the other options were no, but Snake is 2. You would need 6, 7, and 8. Unless 6, 7, and 8 did it and then pushed Snake in. Seems a lot slower. I can see that. It makes it feel like it's way more reading. Yeah. Ace, Santa, June, and Lotus. 7 looked at each other. Wait, yeah. 7, 8, 9. Is it 3? No, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. What is? Yeah, because I think it becomes 21, which is the 0 root of 3.
It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all
Or
over
they
for
used
Snake.
2 that you would need 13 if Snake was in on it. No, you would need 12. My bad. You would need 12, which would then mean you need 10 if you have Snake. And there's what? There's 7 and 3 as an option. There's 6 and 4 as an option. You can count 9 and 1 out unless 1 somehow went back and got 9's bracelet and they used both bracelets. But I don't know. 8 and 2. Knowing this game, it would probably go through the line of thought the same way you're doing.
He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Fortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door, and then 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
But it makes sense that Lotus was in on it because she was here first, right? Which is 8, which would mean 8, 2, but it couldn't have just been 8 because 8 and 2 is 10. There would have been another 2. Never mind. I don't know.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah, that means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Shinbi crossed his arms and grunted.
Just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
And that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
That's actually you paint room with June.
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
June seemed
How can you
shocked.
say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us.
It's almost midnight. Would it be a bad idea to take myself spaghetti hot dogs? How much longer do you expect to be up? I wouldn't eat anything if it's 3 hours before I was going to bed.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Sal?
But I don't know, maybe you're built different.
What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's
What? Zero wants?
exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser.
That's another 2 or 3 hours. I mean, if you're hungry, what the hey?
Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner.
Only one is
Those
who's
who
stopping
don't
was
are the
you.
losers.
If you really want the spaghetti hot dogs, you do it.
Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by
I'm
making us fight
snackish.
each other?
Yeah, if you're okay with that, that sounds like a big meal to me.
Yes,
But also, I also don't see the size.
that is why we can't let ourselves fall
But I mean, yeah,
prey
2,
to
3
suspicion.
hours, I would have a spaghetti dog,
We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of
a
friendship.
spagod.
Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by
I wouldn't
Zero's
be making more than a
manipulations.
couple. Okay, I think that's fine then.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero.
Man, I feel like Ace is... No, I feel like Ace killed him. And if that's the case... 1 + 2 is 3... But that's not enough. One plus 2 is 3. They would need 10. No. Yeah, that would need 10. No. No, they would just need 9.
He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question.
Should we hadn't really considered
If
that.
Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Junpei, was Zero still on the ship with them? In fairness, this is reasonable. Yeah, can we put you on Applebee's socials? Wait, what? Wait, what? Sleeper, are you chatting in the right chat? Of course. Junpei wasn't sure. Of course. Of course he was. That was obvious.
I don't...
Zero was somewhere on the ship, but Junpei had no idea where. Junpei mumbled to himself, lost in thought.
Where could Zero be hiding?
Suddenly, everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, and Junpei could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. Again, he heard the ghosting, moaning noise, and moments later, a person who looked more ghost than human appeared. It was Clover. She looked at the floor as she spoke, and her voice was cold, monotone.
I think Zero is one of us.
What? Every human body in the room froze. The only sound was the muffled rustling of breath. Eyes darted from face to face. One of those faces was the face of their jailer. A classic anime mysteries thing. Is there not a 999 anime? Crazy if there isn't, since there is like a Steins Gate, but... Oh, also I started watching that detective anime. I couldn't decide what to watch in the treadmill, and I was like, oh, I'll watch that one. And I was like, oh wow, that's so fun. I kind of wish there was. Ah, man. The one I think with the same artist, not sure if it's the same story writer for Kateku Hitman Reborn. And the one with the detective that isn't allowed to be detective anymore, with black hair. Is he one of them? No, that's possible.
Well, that's
Yes.
possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
Junpei is, I don't know.
And what's that?
The bracelets.
He held out his
Why
left
are the
arm.
bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
I love the voice work in this game.
I'm
Yeah.
not done. Try applying the same ideas to the Nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward.
Why's that?
Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
Junpei let the question hang in the air and looked at the others. It was Santa who
So
answered.
let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right? Yeah.
We're breaking the law, breaking the world together. Roll me!
There won't be no one else.
You're playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. That's crazy because I started playing a Mario game as well. Superstar Saga. Which one is that one? That isn't Brothership. Welcome on animators. If you don't know me, my name is Natsu Vega. Currently playing 999. Oh, not me going to shopping. Oh, but I've seen somebody play that game. Came out just one at the right time. The killer might be one of us. Maybe it's Rumi. But Room 99 is P. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I hope Mario is fun. If you need to read and run, please do. I know it's late. I will still be going on just for a wee little while longer as we try to continue to get to one of the routes. Junpei nodded.
When we were talking
Wait, thank you for the raid, Rumi.
You said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. Seven and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
No one spoke. Their faces were grim, but Junpei wasn't sure if they believed him or not. Finally, speaking of the word grim reminds me of Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead, and I saw a TikTok of somebody like, what if Rick Grimes was a streamer and the voice was spot on, and I was like, dang, crazy. I wonder Zero changes depending on what route you're on. That reminds me, yes, there was, I don't remember. They made it so well because I think every route they changed who the killer was. I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to spoil anything. I don't even remember what game or if it was an anime. But the killer always ended up changing for some reason. No matter what route you chose, it would change. And at the end, it made so much sense. And I was like, oh wow.
What were his motives?
You're gonna love this game's sequel. I'm excited to play the rest of the other two games.
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because,
Junpei choked. He hadn't thought of that. And he had to be honest with himself. He had no idea.
I don't know.
Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia? Maybe. Lotus sighed.
So much for making a persuasive argument.
Is there as much math as this? I'll do them. I'll be doing all the math.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
True. Junpei was painfully aware of their eyes on him and their disapproval. He tried to find something else, anything else to look at. Then that horrible silence. See what would happen if you played the third game before the second. Should I? I don't know. I kind of want to go. I don't know. It was the clock at the central staircase.
It's 3 in the morning.
Oh.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Oh, we spent 2 hours?
Then we need to move now. Seven, Clover, Junpei, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another.
I wonder
Don't
if this is the bad ending.
You're right, but...
Okay. Junpei couldn't bring himself to respond. Oh, and for those that wanted to know my schedule this week, tomorrow I will be in Zexo stream with Deltarune. Tomorrow, I think whenever I start stream, I think I'll be starting with Mario. And then whenever Hannah is available, we'll be reacting. I'll end the Mario stream and then we'll start the Nintendo Direct. And then once the Direct is over, I'll switch over to the Digimon demo. He swallowed the words he wanted to say inside. Seven and Clover remained similarly silent. And I think Saturday might just be Mario and Atelier. Seven and Clover remained similarly silent. Their eyes were looking at something somewhere else very far
must
away.
go. We have very little time left.
Ace's words put their feet to moving. They all knew where they were going.
Our next destination is Mercury.
Probably be several games
Here
deep
we
into
go.
Magic the Gathering. Oh, okay. They stood in front of the elevators next to the stairs that led to the casino and the kitchen. Between two elevators was a card reader with the Mercury symbol engraved on it. Right, Junpei stood in front of this with the Mercury key card.
That's the...
Yeah, I found it in the shower room.
Oh, I see. It's got the Mercury symbol.
What's gonna happen? He took a deep breath and slid the card through the reader. It made a small beep and the lights on the reader blinked.
Now we can go.
7 people, including Junpei, climbed onto the elevator. Oh, if you didn't choose door number 3, if you would have gotten 7 and 8, you would have been able to get this key card. And you wouldn't have U-turned back. It looks like there's only 2 floor buttons working.
C and bottom.
The rest were destroyed or did nothing when
Time
pushed.
to head down then.
Junpei hit the bottom button. The door closed. Slowly they began to move downward. Sometime later, all 7 of them stepped off the elevator and onto the bottom deck. They stepped forward and saw the hallway to the right ended somewhere between 20 and 25 feet from them. Time to head to the bottom, where I guess the water, I would think it'd be, I don't know. The hallway in front of them was a dead end, but not a regular dead end. 2.
This is a numbered door.
Yeah, it's door 2.
Immediately they began to discuss who would go through it.
So who should go through the door this time?
We don't need to be discussing who we're leaving behind this time, right?
Right. It's set up so we'll be able to meet up again once we get through the numbered doors.
Then there's no need for arguments at this point.
We should figure out who's going in first.
Very well. Would anyone like to volunteer?
I wonder how many people have this route as their first route. I wonder if people usually just do 7-8 instead.
I'll do it.
The first to speak up was 7.
Go 2.
And I suppose I need to go too then.
Junpei followed suit, which meant Lotus was by default. I like how we're not the ones that get left behind. Because imagine if we just stayed back and let other people go. Like, oh, small talk. 20 equals 2.
All right.
Small talk while
We're
we wait.
taking off.
Okay, please be careful.
Jesus. You two are acting like you're married, you know that?
Oh,
Also, I won't say what my decisions were, but I accidentally got the true route that really... June blushed. Guys, it's not the time. June blushed, so did Junpei.
Don't be silly. Cut it out.
Perhaps in an attempt to hide his emotions, he quickly turned away to pull the lever on the right. Why were you not together sooner? Bad habit of mine, actually. Yeah. The door opened. As they come to expect, there appeared to be a short hallway on the other side.
All right, let's go.
Lotus was the first through the door.
Let's do this.
7 was next, and Junpei brought up the rear. Zan, hello. Don't be silly. Cut it out.
I don't see it.
There it is.
It's right there. Fortunately, it took them only moments to find the dead. They had it in place just inside the room right next to the numbered door. They gathered around it and quickly scanned each of their bracelets.
It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. 7 and Lotus were breathing hard and fast.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Every time.
Damn right.
All right.
Junpei looked around again.
This hallway's pretty short, but it's got 5 doors. 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one at the end of the hall.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way.
Just taking a look around the room himself, Seven spoke. Also, I think I'm
All right,
gonna have to
let's
be
get
ending
started.
soon since it is
I think
a
we
little
probably
past
better split
midnight.
up. You two okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
Seven nodded to them and stepped into the room closest to him.
I'll try the one next to it.
At last, Junpei was left alone.
Well, I guess I'd better get started too.
He looked intently at the remaining 3 doors. So I guess we'll do this puzzle next stream. I know stream is a little short. It's only like not even 2 hours, but I did start stream kind of late. Okay. All right. Don't worry about it. I wish I could play at least maybe 3 hours of this. But yeah, next Tuesday we'll be continuing with the basement door. No, Fern! Breaking the world together. Fern, I was just saying goodbye. Fern, how was Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition? Did you Ryan all over the place? Also, welcome in, Raiders. My name is Nasavega. Play jrpgs. Currently going through the 999 games. Coin? I Ryan all over. All right. I guess I'll go a little farther. I guess I'll play a little more. Emergence. There are a bunch of tiles on this door that spell out emergence. Emergence. Maybe it means we need to emerge out of here. You just want an excuse. No. I just feel bad for ending right when somebody raided. I'm just, no, it's fine. It's not your fault. It's my fault. Weak man. It was meant to be Monado pudding. No, I mean, oh, you did get Monado pudding. Bro, Venmo's to raid him so we can play more. No. I gotta go to bed. I gotta wake up, do my treadmill, start work. Man, this is a mess. It's not even a bed anymore. Kente, I want to sleep there. What happened? Oh, treadmill before work? What happened to your knees? Wait, what about my knees? I like how you do your treadmill before do your job. Well, I wake up like at, I thought your knee is blasted. Well, it hurts when I have it bent for too long, but I can still walk. Before you do your job. Well, I mean, I still start work at 9. This bed is really dirty. What is that? What the heck is this supposed to be? Like drawing of a whirlpool or something? Well, if I had to guess, it's just trying to look like water. There's a little tile in the drain. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to pull it out of there. Might have to use our heads on this one. Let's figure this thing out. Might turn on the water. Looks like the water doesn't work. Doesn't matter how much 7 turns that thing. No water's coming out. Has the water been shut off for somewhere else? At 9, morning's almost done by then. But that's when I start work. That's when work starts. I guess I can start work earlier. It looks pretty loose. Loose? You think it'll come off if you pull on it? That fell off. Look at this. That handle doesn't really fit on the string. It wasn't meant to be attached to it. Interesting. Must be nice. We do some calisthenics. Oh. Symbol on the toilet lid, huh? Seems a little fishy to me. It's a sun symbol, but it doesn't look like the ones on the doors. totally pretty nasty to begin with, but the inside's even worse. Honestly, I'm amazed you can bring yourself to touch it. You touched it? Ha! This is what you ask yourself out there in the world in that gross toilet. You're real deep think, aren't you? Oh, that's very close. Hello, paper tube, huh? Seriously doubt I'm gonna use this for anything. Oh, I still took it. This rod feels loose. Maybe if I give it a couple of turns. Here we go. Oh. Screwdriver shaft. It's missing a handle though. Even if we were straight, it'd be hard to. Oh. Screwdriver. Thank God it's the right kind of screwdriver for that screw. Awesome. You can totally use this. Screwdriver looks like a soldering iron. You think it's some sort of industrial grade screwdriver? So it doesn't really matter anyway. So long as we got this thing, we can unscrew any Phillips screw we run into. Must be nice. Must be nice. So we got the sun symbol, dirty bed, something to reflect like water. Water faucet doesn't work, and a little thingamabobber over there. Oh! It's gonna be simple. I mean, it's probably like that so we don't try to use it as part of the puzzle, right? I'll use a desk to write letters to your family or something, but this is a boat. But the only thing they used this for was eating off of. What the? It's not opening. I think I put this drawer. I don't trust it. Oh, okay. Now we can open the drawer. There's nothing in here. Well, the drawer is what we need. The drawer, huh? Alright, let's yank the thing out. Interesting. It has two little things in the back, so okay. Bump at the back. I wonder what it's for. Maybe there's a hole somewhere in. Some weird stuff. Doesn't seem far-fetched. Is there anything in here? Must be nice to work from home. Hey, I used to get to work before 8:30. And I'd have to start. I think I would just start working. All right, I'll end it there. That's as far as I'll go. Poor baby. Poor little baby. Is that a personal choice? I had to drive my sister to school, so I think I'd wake up by 6:50. I'd shower, I'd get ready, I'd wait for my sister to be ready, and then I'd take her to school by 7:50, and then I'd drive to work. At 8:30. But yeah, that was 999. Who to ride? Lavy's still going. Unless there's another VTuber also playing this game, which there is, actually. Does the raid work? The raid does work. All right, everyone. Everyone has a good night. Sleep tight, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow on Zexo stream. So until then, take care. Bye-bye. Enjoy that spaghetti dog. Die. And enjoy the sleeps, everybody else. Bye-bye. Thank you for the raise, everyone, again. Bye-bye.